All right, Magic family. Just wrapped up the George Floyd funeral and got a call to come down to talk to somebody very important. He's an actor. He's also an activist, a lover of all things black people, in my opinion, because you are here and throughout your career, how you grew up around it, with it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Channing Tatum. What's going on, G? How are you?
What's up, sir? How are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah, it's a hard question today.
Did a lot of crying. Why is it important for you to be here?
That question has a lot of answers. I've been asked that today, and it's, I think the simplest answer is just George Floyd. I wanted to come and listen. I wanted to come and support and show respect to his family and to him. And I sat close to his daughter today, and I have a 7-year-old, and I just couldn't stop playing all the narratives out in my head of what it must be like for her, what it would be like for my daughter, and it's just, the narratives are very different, and it's, I hope this doesn't come out wrong. Reverend Al Sharpton, which I don't like quoting people that I don't study, but he just told a simple story today about a story in the Bible about a man that was laying on the side of the road, broken and beaten, and passerbys come by and don't help, and there's finally a good Samaritan that comes and actually helps and picks him up. And Mr. Sharpton just simply said that he didn't want to be a passerby, and I don't know. I think I was like, that sums it up. I don't have any real point of view yet. I think I'm just here to listen and study and learn more about myself, and more about myself in the community, black community, people of color communities, and really try to figure out where I can start to try and be more effective and more active.
And the fact that you are open to that is the first step. I've seen a lot of white folks ask, what can we do? What can we do?
Right.
What do you say to them that keeps asking that, in terms of what you're doing and the steps that you're taking?
I think the first thing to cure a sickness, I've sort of started to look at racism or privilege, or you could label it so many different things, but racism could be categorized as an autoimmune disease that you're almost born with. If you're white or if you're privileged, you didn't choose it. You didn't, in some cases, not all cases, I'm sure, but in some cases, you didn't even know what you were learning. You don't even know what's in there. It came in the software that you grew up inside of. I think the very first thing that any person of privilege or white, specifically privileged white men, can do is to look in. Look in, when you realize that you could possibly be sick, what do? You go to a doctor. You talk to other people that might know or might have a point of view on it, and you gather information. And then you really start to try to locate where the possible blind spots are, where's the toxic parts of things that you don't even know were there. And that's what I would say. That's what I'm doing. Sometimes you think you're I'm pretty aware, and then you all of a sudden you're like, oh, I didn't even know that was there. I had no idea, and and then just read, study, go talk to people, and look. Also, the other thing that I say to white people is you're not going to get it right. Don't even expect to do it wrong, and that's just what it's going to be.
The learning process and the growing pains.
Yeah, you're not going to do this perfect. You're not going to be woke or whatever. That is a hard-earned realization or world that you can actually say that you maybe you never will. Who knows? Like,
Because there are some that are still, and I'm just like, you don't want to understand, you don't want to know.
Yeah.
At this point,
You just want it to be over, and like that's, yeah. It's a maze when you really start to like get into it. And I'm very far from saying that I know anything other than just, yeah. This is the beginning of something, I think, for a lot of people like me that just really want to just want to make the first step.
man. I'm sorry.
No, you're right.
Because we need more people like you. Like we've been screaming it. Like we've been saying it. I myself, at 19, like pulled over for something, traffic, 6 cruisers. For what? Like that just is. I'm like, wow. One time, pulled over twice in one day. It gets exhausting,
I can't imagine.
So, for you to be so open and transparent and willing, like we need more. We need more Channing Tatums that are willing to open it and get that understanding. Whew, I'm sorry, bro. My
No, man,
bad.
hey, no,
Yeah.
look.
Sorry.
Again, you never ever have to be sorry. Like, especially it's your experience. It's your experience. You never ever should be sorry or apologizing for your experience. And that's, I don't know. I think every human can say that. Like, by
True that. True that. Thank you for your time,
Yes,
bro.
sir, man. No, all good, bro.
Yeah,
all good.
for
Thank you.
sure.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. Didn't mean to cry in front of the man.
Again, it's about as real as it can be. Like there's, in my opinion, like at a time in quarantine where the world is so quiet. Sorry, this is water, by the way. Where the world can have space to be able to digest something. The fact that the universe or God or whatever you believe in decided to make this the center stage, I think it is really telling that it's I'd say the root of the biggest wound that America has, and that unless we try and extract the toxicity of the poison that we've built the country on, I just don't know how we ever get past it. And like, man, like it's real.
You're right.
It's real, and that's what it is.
Channing Tatum, ladies and gentlemen. What you got going during quarantine life? Like, where can people still
Man, I
find
got
out?
a
You
little
doing
girl.
stuff?
I got a little girl.
Okay, so it's daddy
We're
night.
writing. We are going to go direct in August. Me and my creative partner, but it's daddy time.
It's
That's
daddy.
it. That's all I've been doing.
It's
It's actually been kind of nice. I feel also kind of guilty because I've just really enjoyed time with my little girl. She ain't been in school. Like, it's hilarious because I barely graduated high school and I'm trying to teach my daughter math and I'm like, oh man.
Have you found out if you're smarter than a fifth grader?
I'm definitely not. Fact. Proven
Thank you,
fact.
bro.
Yes, sir.
My guy,
Easy, man. Yes,
Channing
sir.
Tatum, ladies and gentlemen.